Hi, I'm John Jones, and this week I'm going to show you how to tie the classic fluorocarbon stiff hinge rig. So let's take a look at the tools needed to tie the classic stiff hinge rig. You'll need a pair of scissors, a lighter and a splicing needle. Now I've cut off 10 inches of fluorocarbon, and I'm now using the Choddy barbless hook from Signet Tackle, size 6. It's one of my favourite hooks. Now thread that fluorocarbon through the bottom and out the top of the Choddy hook. Now pinch that hair with your left hand and pinch it against the shank of the hook and wrap anti-clockwise and wrap 7 turns onto the shank of the hook. Now pass the remaining of the line back through the top of the eye and pull tight. Now I'm going to be using a bait ring, a medium-sized bait ring. Thread that onto the hair, fold it back round and push through the eye of the hook to create a D. Cut off with a pair of sharp scissors. And now with the lighter, just blob the end, making sure that everything is out of the way. Blob the end with a lighter. This will secure the D from actually pulling out through the eye of the hook. And it is. And there creates a nice little D with a bait ring attached. Now once you've done this, you need to start and tie on a ring swivel. This is a size 11 ring swivel. Now through the big ring of the swivel, I'm now going to tie a very simple blood knot. So I'm looping it round. The ring swivel is in my left hand, and I'm now just going to go once, twice. It's really difficult with stiff material, as you can see, with the short length to create a short segment of this stiff hinge rig. It is very difficult to tie, but after a while you will get used to it. And it's 4 turns, 3 or 4 turns round, back through the loop, back through the loop that's created by the swivel, and tease down. It does look a little bit complicated, but it is easier the more you do. Now I'm just going to pull this down tight. And then what we can do is, using your forefinger and thumb, you can now straighten that hook link so it looks a bit more presentable. Like I say, folks, it is a little bit awkward to tie at first, but once you've done a couple of them, I'm sure you'll be doing quicker than I can. Now trim with a sharp pair of scissors again, and again with the lighter, just for knot security, just give it a little blob. And that just neatens everything up. Again, just manoeuvre the hook link round, and without dropping it, there it is. That is the top section, the start of the classic hinge rig. So now if you really want to put a little bit of a curve in there, you can do. Just curve the material and you manipulate it to the shape that you require. And there it is. Now, the boom section, again, I'll be using a length of fluorocarbon. I've cut off about 14 inches, and now I'm going to be tying 2 loops onto the other end of the boom section, and I'm going to be tying the figure of 8 loop. It's the strongest loop rig you can use, so I do recommend using the figure of 8 loop to create your loops. So once you've created that loop, it's all a matter of teasing everything down and making sure everything is tight. So again, I'm doing the same thing on the other end. A twist of the make a loop. Now twist it. Now pass the swivel through that loop you've created. Pull that through and pull it tight. There's the figure of 8 and pull it tight. Now with the puller tool, I like to make my loops nice and round. With the puller tool and pulling tight creates a perfect round curve on that loop. Do that on both sides and that's the rig complete. Now attaching a bait, because I'm using a bait ring, so I'll use some dental floss and I'll pass my bait needle through my chosen hook bait. Pull the dental floss through. Trim again with a pair of scissors. And then burn and blob the end so it secures the bait onto the bait ring. And that is basically your stiff hinge rig. So there you go, the classic stiff hinge rig made out of fluorocarbon. So if you like this video, please hit the likes button, subscribe to the channel, and please remember, before you go, it's up to you to ensure your rigs are safe. So I'll see you next time.